All right, welcome back to the Man Cave. I am your host. Good to see you guys here today. Got a video for you today. This is about a woman who is, I'm assuming, an expert in, and for people who are not well versed in the sexual market area, cuckold. Mm. So she is going to give several reasons why being a cuckold and pleasing your wife's bull is the most important thing in your life. Let it go.
Hello everyone, my name is Bella. Welcome back to my channel. And I have been getting a lot of questions from cuckolds on my special page. The link is in the description, by the way, on my Twitter. If you want to talk to me and ask me some questions, then I am available there. But anyways, this was a very common question that I have been getting from my cucks, which is how to trade a ball. Okay. So if you don't know who a bull is, it is usually a man that is far superior to you,
Oh my god.
and he gets to have your woman. Okay? He can do whatever he wants with her, and you are there to watch. You are there to be a good boy and learn. Okay, and in a lot of cases, oh my god, my flower is falling down.
Oh, jeez.
Such a beautiful setting to talk about bulls, right? But anyways, in a lot of cases, the cucks want to be involved with the bull. They just don't want to watch. They want to somehow like contribute to the dynamic, and rightfully so, right? Like it's, the more involved they are, the more pain they can feel, or the more they can enjoy the cuckolding dynamic.
Okay, just stop you at a minute 21 seconds. Mind you, this is about guys who are 100% comfortable with some total stranger who they see as she says superior, that is gonna come into your house and do all the naughty things which either you can't do anymore, won't do anymore, or you're just really into kinky stuff and you want to see it happen. I wow.
Seeing something that is really taboo, and yeah, so first things first, since the first moment you meet your bull, you need to have respect for him. Everything that he says goes, okay? Everything that he want to do, he is allowed to do. Of course, like, I'm saying this just because I know that that is something that's going to, excite you, but of course it should have certain limits that you agree on. You
Limits?
have to always respect his wishes, right? Like, he's the one who is going to say what he wants, and you are there to either like agree or find a different bull. So yeah, the next thing that is really important is that you as a cook should
Drink.
prepare your woman for him, right? Like, this bull usually doesn't know your woman as
Oh
much
my
as
god.
you do, even though he should, but he's gonna know her in a different way, a lot better than you do. But anyways, um you know her better, so you probably are going to know exactly in which clothes she looks the best, and that's how you're gonna dress her up. That's how you're going to buy clothes for her that she's going to look absolutely smoking hot in, some beautiful lingerie, a beautiful dress, whatever that you think the bull is gonna like the most, whatever makes your woman seem the best, right? She usually doesn't dress up like this for you. I mean, why would she anyways? But she's going to do that for a bull that knows how to treat her right? So you as a cook have to always put your bull on the first place and treat him as a king, right? Like, he is the king, and you are the one to fully prepare the entire experience for him.
I just want to throw it out there. Can you imagine Can you imagine you have a wife? I don't know who comes up with it first, you or her. And somebody just says, you know what would be awesome? If I had a man, an actual man, that would get into my bed and pleasure me the way I want to be pleasured. And there are men out here who will do this. That's the insane thing. I mean, let me be respectful. There are men who, to each his own. You want to go ahead and do these type of things, hey, have fun with it. But I think the biggest problem they have is society changes things, and it's not always for the better. Whether they want to change masculinity into homosexuality, sorry, alphabet mafia tactics, but or they want you to say that masculinity is you wearing dresses and doing all this other stuff, which is you can do you, but don't make that the norm. Like you're literally telling me, like, oh yeah, this is totally chill. And there are guys who are just like they get a kick out of like, oh yeah, yeah, you do that how you do that to my wife? Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, his thing isn't as big as your thing. How can you sit there and just listen to that? But I guess to each his own. I don't know. Holy crap.
Okay, next point is when he arrives at your place or wherever you're supposed to meet, you're going to be basically his server. So you're going to ask him, what do you need? Do you want a cup of coffee? What is going to make you happy? You know, like you're going to basically serve him. Okay, this is just like such a small, detail, but it's very important.
Yo!
Like you're there to serve the entire scene, right? Like you're basically their maid. I would say that way, right? So
Yo, listen to how she's so turned on by this. This gives her gratification just talking about it. She is so excited talking about how a weak little man does everything she wants him to, and she gets to play the field and do all this other stuff and get a big bull to give her a gaping hole. Like, wow. And there are men that will do this. That's insane. Holy crap.
You're going to serve him whatever he needs to feel, to feel good. Drinks, maybe some alcohol if that's what you are into. It's
Yeah,
kind of
the husband needs crack just to survive this.
Again, to ease the scene a little bit and to ease the situation. And there's this one thing with men that I have noticed when men interact. They're kind of in a competition, right? But in a competition that is like very subtle. Like they're not gonna like jump at each other, but they are in a competition. But you as
what
a
do you
cook, you are automatically submitted to him, right? Like when you meet him, don't try to compete with him, even like mentally, right? Because men do this with each other. Like when they see each other, they're just like, yeah, which one of us is stronger? Like which one of us can do this, right?
Look at her face.
They don't talk about it, but like there's this vibe going. There's like this energy exchange going between them. You as a cook, you have to completely submit, right? Like you have to kiss his feet literally, right? Like he cannot feel like you're there to compete with him because you know very well that.
Look at her face, dude. Yo, she is getting turned on by this.
Yeah. Once the setting is ready and
the husband made the scene ready for his wife and the bull
is ready to do what he's supposed to do,
oh
then
my
you're
God.
going to be there in the corner crying or doing whatever you want to do.
All right, I'm just going to say this. I'm married. I don't have to worry about this anymore, but I won't. I feel bad ever doing this, like having my way with other men's wives. I realized I was a scumbag. Oh my God. This is horrible. This is horrible. You feel like it turns him on to be less than a man, to see a bigger man handling his wife. Jeez. And she's like, she really is turned on by this. Like, wow. And this mindset, mind you, this mindset, it burrows its way into men's heads and makes this the norm. It's okay if you're doing this, you're having fun. But when this becomes the norm, that's a problem. You don't want this to be the norm. This is supposed to be the abnormal. It's that thing that these people do here. It doesn't affect the people over here, and it's all good. When you start to make that the norm, that's when we start having problems.
You're just going to keep quiet, right? Like you're either gonna cry or you're gonna keep quiet, right? Like you're not gonna interrupt unless they call you, right? For example, if they need a cleaning,
summon,
if they need some extra, alcohol, if they need something, you're going to be just quietly waiting there in a corner, waiting for them to call you out, right?
Oh my God.
And waiting for them to call
I'm
you
about
out,
to rage
right?
quit.
If they need something. Then after the thing is done, you're going to thank him for treating your woman right, for showing her what you could not show her.
Jeez.
And yeah. And then you're gonna be ready for some really bad emotional damage, because as I was saying in my other videos, I always have to mention this again and again, because some of you all guys are just like, in the heat of a moment you're gonna go for it, but this is going to stay, right? Like this emotional damage is going to stay way after you're done, right?
Why would you want this?
Just be ready for that, right? Yeah, don't try to beat him up though after you have done, right? Like don't try to be like, what the fuck did you do?
That should have been his first response
to, right? So just a little bit of a warning. Because a lot of you guys are just too excited in the moment and you don't know the consequences, right? It's just a little warning, right? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video.
Oh my God. What did I
You're down in the comments.
What did I just want? Oh my God. Like I said, 100% it's chill if this is your thing, but holy crap. And I wanted to do it here so you could see it, but I'm going to leave the link in the description box. Just look at the comments. All right, let's just, all of the guys out here watching this video, find God and respect yourself. You deserve love and respect. This is far from a God be with you. No wonder why society is collapsing. These women are broken. It's not just the women. The men are broken too, my friend. I love when you talk about this subject. 61 likes. What? Hold on. I'm sorry. Remember to avoid eye contact, boys. Looking a superior male in the eyes can be seen as a threat and given to him that's right to attack you. You mean like a gorilla? Like when you have to look down? Holy crap. For the streets. I don't know what that's for. I don't know what she's for, man. I'll be honest with you. Try self-respect instead. Therapy might be the first step. Think of there's some people with common sense. This backdrop, natural lighting combined with how your hair shirt blends with the colors, just natural is amazing. Jesus. This is what I learned from Findom. To treat the love of my guys with utmost respect, sending them gifts with such a wonderful experience. Jesus. That's you for genuinely enjoying this king, putting us in our place. Putting us in our place. I feel ashamed that I love this. Wow. Most bulls are very respectful in my experience. And yes, especially when they are physically smaller in stature, even when they are not. Seems like a S-word life for everyone involved. Yeah. After watching this video as a cuck, my respect for bull has increased. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do this. We'll need a few more comments. My wife and I are were doing some research and having so many questions. BBC Bull here, and you are correct. You're surprisingly intuitive of your subject. Give your age. I'm impressed. That's just weird. I mean, this whole conversation is weird. All right, I can't do this anymore. This is what happens. This is the dark side of YouTube most people don't see, where people like this. And like I said, if you have consenting adults, do you, boo. Same thing with the Alphabet Mafia. You're down with that? Have at it. No kids are involved. You do you. But I want you to understand, when you indoctrinate people to do this and it becomes a norm, this starts to become a huge problem. People don't realize this, and this is when men stop being men because they feel so comfortable being like this. I'm subservient to my woman. She will never respect you. But according to what she's talking about, there are guys who will have no problem with this. There's actually a video. I remember I saved it years ago. Just because of this video, I am 100% going to play it. I'm going to see if I can find it, and I'm going to have it play for Friday just to ruin your day. It was just a heavyset dude with a heavyset wife, and she would have it not going to a hotel, in their house. And she would be doing things with this dude, and he just would go along with it. But you could tell, like, deep down inside, he was falling apart. It was sad. And I'm like, he's a shell of a man, and then another shell that was under that man. Like, it was embarrassing. And it's so sad when you're watching this and you're just like, oh my God. This is masculinity in a nutshell. And it's sad.